What is good, y'all, man? So today we're gonna be going over how to make the best running team with how to improve your running with abilities, right? And we're gonna be talking about the offensive line, right? We're gonna be, what are the best abilities to put on the offensive line? Now I know I did the video like this kind of a while back. This is kind of like an updated version of this, a better like ability, kind of like, what abilities to combine to make the best running. I don't run this anymore, right? I used to lab this pretty heavily, I would say, right? This will most likely also work in Madden 22, just because for most of the abilities I've seen in Madden 22 already, pretty much the same. So I just don't see the game playing too much different from Madden 21 next gen. So let's just go ahead and get into this, right? We have 15 AP. Now obviously in Madden 22 we're not going to start out with 15 AP, but for Madden 21's sake, we're just, we're going to use all the AP and show you how to make an elite running line, right? So the first thing we do want to do, though, you're only going to put one ability on your quarterback. Now I would suggest getting a quarterback that gets Gunslinger for 2 AP. Tannehill does, let's see, what slot is it? Here it is right here. That is the only ability you're going to want to put on your quarterback, is just one Gunslinger, right? Find a quarterback that get it for the cheapest one, 2 AP. So in case you do got to drop back and throw the ball, you can actually get the ball out properly, right? So let's just go ahead, get that out the way. And I know some people are saying on next gen you can actually use quick draw. It's not that bad. Trust me, I've been on next gen for a while. I've played the game. I would not recommend using quick draw. Just get Gunslinger. It's only 2 AP. We got 15 AP to work with. Trust me, we're gonna be fine, right? So now to the offensive line, right? The left guard, center, and right guard is where our main focus is gonna be for the abilities, right? On these guys right here, we're gonna put a post up on the left guard, center, right guard, and we're gonna throw a nasty streak on the right guard, center, and left guard, right? So let's go ahead and do that, right? And basically the point of the post ups is on the interior guys is when they double team, they will get much better improved blocks. So when they're going against like inside stuffs and fucking just, because a lot of people love, they just love running inside stuffs because they don't know how to stop the run and shit. They don't know how to crash their D-line and shoot gaps and shit like that, so they just run inside stuff. So you just want to get some of these guys with post ups in there, and then you want to just kind of double team one, like something you could do that would be really good. Let's say you're an I form, right, and you want to run a dive up the middle, for example, right? If you double team the D tackle with the inside stuff in the middle, right, let's say you don't want to dive to the right, then you would want to double team the D tackle on that leftish side, kind of over the center. If you know what I'm talking about, it's really hard to explain. I don't know the actual like football terminology, right? But you want to double team that guy, and then you would want to ID whoever the user's on, and it would actually open up a pretty big gap, and you could just go right up through in there, and you know what I mean? It's just giving y'all a little bit of game to run it and shit. You know what I mean? Yeah. So we're also gonna put nasty streaks on the left guard, right guard, and center. I probably didn't do a good job of explaining all that shit I was just talking about. I'm just not very good at explaining that shit, right? I would have to literally show you how to do it. And look, I actually do stream every single night. Twitch.tv, same as my YouTube, bro. Link is in the description of that. Go ahead and drop your boy a follow, you know what I mean? Right, so we got the nasty streaks, we got the post-ups on the left guard, right guard, center, and that leaves us with how much we should have. Yes, 11 AP. So we have 4 more AP to work with, right? Now this is where it's up to you, right? You have an option. If you have like a power back, right? What's it called? A running back like Derrick Henry, right? You have the option here if you want to either put tanked on him. So like I think Ricky Williams gets it, right? So tanked is 3 AP, so that would leave you with 1 AP, right? So I wouldn't recommend putting bulldozer on or jukebox or anything like that, because in my opinion, I just feel like if you want to put jukebox on it, it's not that bad, I guess. But bulldozer, in my opinion, I've used it, and I feel like, stiff arms are really bad in the game, so you don't get that many animations. And then the truck animations, you can air truck and stuff without bulldozer and all that, so I just feel like you don't need it. Tank would be nice, right? That leaves you with 1 AP. But if you're a guy like me that doesn't really care about having abilities on your running backs and stuff, because me personally, I'm usually on conservative. I just use my left stick to get sticky and do shit like that, right? you could put a nasty streak on the left tackle, right, and the right tackle, because that is 4 AP right there, right? So that's actually what I did, right? But like I said, if you guys want, you could put tanked on your running back, which does leave you with 1 AP to play with, which you could really, you know what I mean, I'd probably just put it on one of your other running backs. So I would say this: if you're gonna put tanked on your running back, whoever your backup running back is, I would either use the 1 AP on him, or I would say just use it on your other running back, right? So however you guys go about this, right? If you choose to put the nasty streaks on the tackles, the left tackle, right tackle, then you're all set. That's all 15 AP, right? Let me see. I don't know why they're not activated. There you go, right? Yeah. So if you put the nasty streaks on the tackles, you guys are good to go. You're done. Your team is set up, right? Your team is strictly built off the offensive line. You guys are going to be blocking. And just don't think, though, just because you have all these abilities on your line, you guys are going to, just come out and you're going to be able to run the ball. You still got to make your adjustments to running. You got to know where to motion people. You got to know where to double team people, where to ID people. This is just going to make, limit how much you guys get shedded a lot. And I would also recommend putting on, what I think it was zone run. I like zone run better than power run. If you're a guy that's just strictly running I form, I would say, yeah, maybe use power run, right? If you're doing I form, like if you're just strictly in I form and you got a fullback in there all the time lead blocking, then I would say for your chemistries, go with power run. If you're running like pistol and things like that, getting a little fancy, then I would recommend using zone run, right? For your chemistries, right? So that also, all this will help your line, it'll help your running backs and all that. But yeah, I feel like the abilities we have on the offensive line right now, because we pretty much have we have 13 AP on the offensive line. It'll pay off and it will definitely help you run the ball. You really just got to stay committed to it, right? And if you don't want to, even if you don't want to put the nasty streaks on the left tackle, right tackle, like I said, you could put it on your running back, right? For example, Ricky Williams. Let's say we got 4 AP to spend, right? We could throw on tanked. Boom, that's 3 AP, right? Which is the one I recommend. And then, you're running the ball out, so your backup running backs are in the game, right? So I have Arian Foster. So maybe I would throw on, he's an elusive back. So, you know what? Maybe I'll throw on jukebox, 1 AP. So I would do something like that. You know what I mean? So that's just kind of one way to look at it. Things you could do with your AP, that, you know what I mean? So that's kind of the route for that. Like I said, I'm not a big fan of the bulldozers and stuff like that. I've used it. I just feel like it's not worth the 2 AP. But yeah, that is pretty much, how to make a really good running team. If you guys are looking for a playbook, a good running playbook I could recommend to you guys is if you want to do like zone runs and stuff, like if you want to run a lot of pistol and just shit, like if you're looking for pistol and all that stuff, Baltimore playbook is the way I would go for that. If you are looking for like I forms and shit like that, like a lot of good I forms, I think it's I think the West Coast playbook might not be too bad. West Coast, I think it's West Coast. I think that playbook might not be too bad. So yeah, that is basically it though, right? I would expect a lot of this to work in Madden 22. Obviously, we're not going to get 15 AP at the start of 22. I don't remember how much AP we got at the start. I think it was 10. And then we worked our way to like 12 or 13. And then eventually we got to 15. So, yeah. This should also work at 22 though, once we get to that 15 AP point. But, we don't even need 15 AP for this. You really just need your nasty streaks and post-ups, right? Having these nasty streaks on the outside is just a little bit of, icing on the cake. You know what I mean? So, yeah. But that is going to do it, though, boys. Like, comment, subscribe, man. If you haven't already, go ahead and drop me a follow over on Twitch. It's the same thing as my YouTube. The link to that is in the description. Go ahead and drop your boy a follow, and your boy is out.